Alright, and it's time for another episode. This is episode 22. I'm the Average Gamer Guy, and we are playing some Feed the Beast. Last time, we set up a little wood system to charcoal to power one of my boilers. I just encased this with glass so that the downside is that wood will be attracted to me, and you can see it's sort of trying to fly to me, but it hits the glass and then hits the chest, and the chest eats it. So, yeah, now we should have a glass enclosure to take care of that. But yeah, so one of the things I wanted to show you right away, this time I think we're going to do a little bit more with A&E. There's something I've been meaning to do with it, and I just haven't gotten around to it, and I think now is a pretty good time to get around to it, while the bees are still cooking and everything else is going on. I think now is a good time to get to it with AE. But one of the first things I want to show you is, this is not the preformatter, this guy. The pattern encoder. We had encoded this wood to wood as an attempt to get stuff out of the barrel. One of my attempts. And so now it's preformatted. So what do? You hold it in your hand, you crouch, and you right click, and now it's a blank pattern again, and we can re-encode it. So there's that. Now I'm going to go gather the materials for a rather industrious build that I kind of want to try. And I'll be back when I have everything. Alright, so we're going to make some more stuff here. We're going to make a pattern provider. So here's a diamond. We're going to make some auto crafting for applied energistics, which is pretty cool. I like it. So a silicon, a diamond, a couple redstone, and a quartz cutting knife gets me an advanced processor assembly. And of course, we just take that and smelt it again. And what does this need? Wait, what is the crafting table? Oh, crafting table was on top. And this goes there. Okay. So that's the rough outline we have. And then we need some conversion matrix. So let's see here. We're going to need a couple of those guys. So let's see. We've got that guy, a couple of redstone, let's see here. Let's just go ahead and add this individually here, and two of these. Oh, forgot my redstone. Okay, so that should get us two conversion matrix. And then we can come over here, conversion matrix, ME pattern provider. Alright. So that's always good. And then we're going to need some crafting CPUs. And I think we're going to do 4 of these. So let's see. So if we're going to do 4 of those, that's going to be 4 and 4. Alright, and that kills our crafter. Or our quartz cutting knife, but I made a second one because of that very reason. Okay, so this is going to be 2, 3, 4. Where's my glowstone here? 4 and that gets us our 4 ME crafting CPUs. Ooh, you know what? I think we actually want 5 of those. I think, because of the setup that I've decided to use. I think we want 5 crafting CPUs. Is that what I want? Or do I want another pattern? You see, you put these in the interior, and crafting CPUs make it go faster, and pattern providers hold more. So you know what? I think what I should do is 4 and 4. Yeah, that's what I should do. So let's get the pattern provider back, and I actually need to, let me get, what's going on? So yeah, I think I'll do 4 and 4 instead of the 5 and 3, because I think 4 makes it pretty fast. I don't really need more than that. Let's see, so what do we need here? We need... That's got to be smelted regardless. 2 go in the middle. I believe there's 4 iron around the outside no matter what. Oh, we used our little guy there. Okay, let's see here. Over here, how do you make this guy? He's got one of those in the middle. And 4 and 4. Easy enough. And 4. Okay, so we've got our storage cell. And then we just need 2 more of those conversion matrix. So let's see what we got here. 2 more of these guys. 2, 2, and 2, and 2. Easy enough. And we'll come right back here, and that gets us our next... Oh, you know what? That's right. We need 2 more. Okay, so I'm just going to continue making these. I'll be back when I've got it made. Alright, so there we go. 4 pattern providers for crafting CPUs. Let's see. What else do we need here? We need heat vents. That's right. Those. Oh, some iron bars. And we're going to need quite a few of these. Let's see. I think I wrote this down here somewhere. How many heat vents do we need? Who knows? I don't have that piece of paper. That sucks. I think we need 16 heat vents. So, let's see here. We actually have some ME cable. We don't have enough. But we do have some quartz fiber cable already. So let's go ahead and I think that it is that plus 2, yeah. Oh, that's right, it's like 2. Yeah, it must be something. Alright, so there's that. Oh, let's see. What were we doing? We were doing the heat vent. And we need 16 of those. So there's 16 iron. And then we need... That was a weird noise. Do we have any iron bars? We do have some. No, I don't want that. I want this. We have 46. So we need 16, 17, 18. 18 iron bars. So that's going to be 2 of these. And that should get us 16 heat vents. Excellent. And containment walls. No. Oh, that's pretty easy. Let's see, that's going to be crystal and an iron and a gold. $43. so we need another... Oh wow, we ran out of iron. That's actually going to be 46, we need 48, so we're going to need another 2 crystals anyway. Because we're going to need 5 more containment walls. So let's see. .48 containment walls. I believe that is pretty much everything we need to construct the chamber. Yeah. So let me get a place to do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I think this is going to be a good spot for it. Just right above there. It'll be a neat little presentation, and I need to access it, so it'll be easy to access as well. And then put that in so that we can connect it to our network. And then, let's see, we need to actually just get these blocks. So the way this works is that the corners have to be these containment walls. That was weird. Why is he all... Huh, he was all jammed up. Oh, because they were all floating around and not touching him, that's why. Him being the hungry chest. Alright, apparently I have... You know what? I think this is supposed to be bigger. Is that what the deal is? That doesn't seem right. Well, maybe if it's not, I'll just make it bigger, because I have the resources to do that now. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be a 4x4, but then I made too much stuff. Well, we're just going to make it a little bigger, so I'll have to go back and craft some of that stuff again. But I will. Huh. Technically, I can make it even bigger. I wonder if it should be taller. Well, let me get a size that's right, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we've got our box. Containment wall, outside box, and then heat vents on the interior walls. So if you can see, you know, there's a containment wall in that corner as well, and in that corner, and then the columns behind there, and then you fill in with heat vents, so there'll be 9 heat vents filling in that wall. And in the interior, you put a combination of crafting CPUs and pattern providers. Crafting CPUs make it craft faster. Pattern providers hold patterns for it to craft. And this needs to fill the interior. So that determines the size of your box. And apparently, from what I've been reading, the smallest one you can do is a 3x3x3. And the largest one is as yet to be determined. Somebody did make a 25x25x25 one of these, and while it lagged the server out, apparently, it did still work. So, yeah, you can make these as big as you want. This one I went with an interior size of 27, so we'll see how that goes. So I've got 5 crafting CPUs for speed. I think that'll be enough. And then I've got the rest in pattern providers. And there you can see just how much. Alright, we're back. So that's how much those can hold. And you just sort of fill up the interior of this with these things. There we go. And then you take your heat vents and you complete it. Come on. Ugh. Alright, let me fly up here and crouch down so I can get these going. There. And then that, and when that happens and the outside changes to that, you know you have completed your multi-block structure. And like I said, I think that looks pretty neat. Yeah, kind of pleased I put it there. And then you can see I have 22 pages worth of places to put patterns. So yeah, now I can make a bunch of blank patterns. Like I think I have one left over, right? Because I blanked it out at the beginning. So like, what's a good pattern that we would probably need? How about a piston recipe? Shoulder mounted piston. I don't know that I've ever seen that. Alright, so we're going to need some stone. Do I still have redstone? I have some iron, and I'm going to need some wood. So we come over here, take that in there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That and that. And that's going to give us a piston. I don't know if I have to actually put a piston there or not. Yeah, I do, because it doesn't... It's kind of annoying. I don't think I have any pistons. I don't. Right. Let's see, I think this was my piston. So let's see, put this in there, this in there, this in there, and that. Get a piston. And then let's come back over here. Put this guy in there. Oh, that's right, I encoded him. So let's clear him out. Put him in there, put a piston there. 3 and 2, and then what is it? Redstone's on the bottom. Every time I forget that. And my iron. There it goes. See there, it locked into piston. And then I just put my blank. Oh, you know what? I had these reversed last time. That was the problem. So then you encode that, and you can see when you mouse over it, it tells you crafts a piston with all those different things. So you click in here, drop it in, and okay. So let's say you have a bunch of patterns in here, and I'll put a bunch in there. You know what? I'm actually just going to go put a bunch in there. Well, no, I'll show you this first. So when you have a bunch in there, you can imagine you don't really want to mouse over this to see what you need, but if you hold shift down, it changes to the image of the thing it crafts. And that's pretty neat. And you can see that if you put a piston, it has the option of craft, just like our charcoal does. And I could click on that, and it'll bring up the crafting dialog, and I can tell it how many I want it to craft. Right now, it can't craft any because it doesn't have the required materials, but if it did, it could craft them. So I'm going to put a bunch more of those in there, and I think then I'm going to start building a bunch more of these and a bunch more of the discs. And we're going to move this into this. And that'll be interesting, because we're going to have to play around more with the import and the export and the interface and this stuff down here. Or I might just leave this here and just route this up into an import, maybe. That might be a smarter deal. We'll see. So, yeah. I'll be back when I've got some more patterns in there and we're ready to go. Okay, so we have some recipes in there. Part of the problem I ran into is I'm getting a little bit better now. I'm running a little low on the quartz crystal, just from building all that stuff. This was down at about 13 after I threw some stuff in there. So I'm letting that recover with my quarry. You can see I've done a couple rows of these. If you look, you can see what we've done. That's why I'm a little low on the quartz crystal. Is just trying to make all this stuff. I've got the 1K in there, but I need some of the others, and to make some of the other higher level ones, I need some of the devices that I don't quite have. So I decided I'd throw a thermal generator in here. But I think when I updated the recipe's changed. If you look at the recipe for the not for that. Well, if you look for the recipe for thermal generator, it requires plates now of metal, and you need a plate bending machine for that. And so yeah, we're gonna make a plate bending machine. So I've already got the 2 compressors. There they are. I also need 2 circuits, so we can see if I come in here and I ask for a circuit, it just has the option that says craft. So just like before, I say I want 2 of those, begin, and bam, now I've got 2. The 5 crafting CPUs in there, that's how quickly it crafts them, which is quick enough. And when I take those 2 out, now it just turns back to craft, and I can tell it to make some more. And then I also need, I think, 4 pistons, which I also have the recipe for in here already. So I can take 1, and now it's craft. So I need 3 more. And then there, it's already done. The reason the electronic circuit took, I don't know why the electronic circuit took a little longer. I think the electronic circuit, it had to craft maybe the copper wire in order to make the electronic circuit. I already got the 2 compressors. In case you don't remember the compressor, it's just a circuit, a machine block, and some stone. Let's see. So I need a conveyor module, which is a couple circuits and a battery and a plate. Hold on. How do you use a plate to make... Oh, there we go. So I can use 3 refined iron and 2 electronic circuits and a battery. So let's go in here and go for circuit. And it also knows battery. Oh, there was already one in there. And then I just need some refined iron. Oops. Really? Oh. Okay. There we go. Whew. That was rough. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh my. Okay. Class. And then we come here and we throw our battery in and our electronic circuits and the glass. Ah, there it is. And still 1 too many refined iron. It would take our conveyor module out. And then we put a compressor on either side, electronic circuits above and below, and then 4 pistons. And we get a plate bending machine. Now notice that's a max EU of 32, which means that's low voltage. Which means I have to figure out where to put that. I guess right here. Right. And then I'm going to need some copper wire. Should just need the one though. Scoot on down here. And not... Whoa. A bit of lag. There we go. hook him up. He should be happy with that amount of power. And he seems to hopefully be. And then what I should be able to do, well, what I want to make is a thermal generator. And it doesn't display. I tried this recipe and then nothing happened. But if you mouse over, there's no picture for them, but they do exist and they're going to be required. So that's not that much fun. And that's an aluminum ingot, which is the Greg Tech aluminum, not the Zycraft aluminum. They are not compatible. Yeah. It's just hard to... How do I get aluminum dust? Well, I can pulverize bauxite or sodalite, or I can get the tiny piles and electrolyze clay, aluminum, silicon, lithium, and sodium. Well, I'm going to need those anyway, so it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and electrolyze some clay. Empty cells. So, you know what? I am going to do that. Let me... So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll be back in a second. So it turns out when I went over to my industrial electrolyzer, I was electrolyzing some bauxite, and lo and behold, there's 40 aluminum from that. So, yeah, that worked out well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw some more bauxite in there, I guess. Now, what am I going to do with all the rest of that? I'm going to dump it into my system here. And what I sort of want to do is get to the point where... Oh, that's right. Oh, you know what? I don't know that this industrial furnace can do aluminum. Let's see. I need an Invar plate. No, I wanted an aluminum plate from an aluminum ingot. And I get that in an industrial blast furnace. Just straight up aluminum dust. But heat capacity 1700. Yep, I need the next level of industrial furnace. What were those blocks called? Furnace blocks? No. Alright, so let me figure out if it's going to be easier to upgrade my blast furnace or just do the Invar. I'll be back. Alright, we are mending up some Invar, and I want to make 5 thermal generators. So, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need 5 geothermal generators. So, because I have those in there, I'm just going to come in here and go geo. Okay, there's 1, because I had to make the pattern. And so I need 4 more. So what's really cool is you tell it to do that, and it makes it a little bit, and it stops, and says, oh, this is what it's currently crafting. This is the crafting monitor. It says it's trying to craft a generator, but to craft a generator it has to craft a battery. To craft a battery, it needs tin, and it's missing tin. So what we'll do is we'll just come back over here, and we'll just grab a couple stacks of tin. Come right here, throw that in there. We'll say geothermal. So wait, I have how many? I have, oh, they do stack 2, so I need 3 more. So give me 3. Bam. There's my 5. Pretty cool. So the crafting monitor is pretty handy because it does tell you, hey, we're missing whatever. I need 5 of those. So sometimes it's handy to teach them. Where did that go? There it is. All the recipes, but sometimes I just teach them up to a certain point. Like, I don't really need it to then combine the plates to make thermal generators for me, so that I can just go grab thermal generators. Yeah, see, the plates don't have a... That's weird. But if it grabs all of the pieces to a thermal generator, that pretty much will do it for me. I can go make my own at that point. Because I'm just not going to be putting down enough of those to really justify that. And what we've got... Oh, come on. There we go. I'm also working on this little room over here with some amber bricks, which are cool, because they're like sort of semi-see-through. Like, you can see that cable running right there, and then you can sort of see it right there through the brick. The rest of them, they're up against a wall, so you can't really see through them, but I think they look cool. And I might put something behind them so that it kind of looks neat. I don't know, maybe some netherrack with some fire on it or something. I don't know. But for now, what we're going to do is go ahead and do this. Did I make 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Dang it. Alright, let me go make another one and I'll be back. Alright, so I've got my 6 new generators and I've got my lava flowing. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop these guys right on here. And you can see as they fill up with lava, they start to generate power. And now I've just doubled my output of EU. And I believe this EU is also running sort of into the ME network over there. I should probably go ahead and configure that a little to actually run into the network. Let's see here. Because I have MJ running into the network. First, Liquiducts can go back in, and then I need 1 piece of glass fiber cable. And I will just pop that right there, and it will fail to connect. That's really about what I expected. Alright, fine. I don't need you to be up there. Forget you. What is the power usage here? 51 units. It's not a small amount of power. But anyway, alright, well, we've got a bunch more power there. Which is going to be handy, I think. Keep stuff charged up. Just keep stuff going. One of the things I did want to show you is, if we come down here, so that's the aluminum, that's the Zycraft aluminum. You just smelt it and you get aluminum, and then you can put 4 of them to make aluminum cans, and aluminum cans work pretty much like cells, except you can use aluminum. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these in my iron tank and fill them up. I'll be back when I have these filled. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the episode here. So I have two stacks of cans of lava, and I'm just going to throw those into my centrifuge here. And it's going to start centrifuging, and out of that we get some tiny piles of tungsten, some tin, some electrum, and some copper, just from centrifuging lava. So I'm able to turn that Zycraft aluminum into some other materials that I actually need, which is handy. The only other thing I've been able to use that Zycraft aluminum for is to make aluminum torches, which are made from sulfur torches, which is just a torch and some sulfur. I think I stuck some over here. Yeah, there they are. Their light radius is just slightly bigger than a normal torch. But you take a sulfur torch, put some aluminum, make some aluminum torch. Yeah, they're kind of cool. They're a little not helpful at the stage at which I started making them. Like, I should have made them a long time ago, but I didn't. But whatever. So the last thing that we're going to do is I need some more dark iron. And I've compressed a whole bunch of iron, and we're going to go light it on fire. And that'll be the end of this episode. So, there it is. Made a little structure here. So we are going to light this sucker up and see how much dark iron we can get. So, let's not stand on the giant platform that's going to soon be on fire. Oh, there we go. It should be pretty safe to be doing that on a platform, on water, where fire can't spread to anything. And there we go. I think it's all turned. Oh, now there's fire. And the fire's spreading. But yeah, that wasn't so bad. So, I probably should do that sometime. Somewhere where fire can actually spread, just to see what'll happen. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. This is the Average Gamer Guy. Another episode done and away. Next time, I think we might... My bees are coming along. I'm up to, like, my cultivated are turning into noble and diligent, if you know anything about bees. So we're getting close to the next stage of bee stuff on camera. But I think next time we might explore, perhaps, Twilight Forest. That sounds like it might be interesting. I feel like I kind of want to go somewhere else and do see a little something. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that'll be next episode. This is Average Gamer Guy. Have a good day.